Okay, so we're going to take a look at the side of your worksheet that has the slopes and the y-intercepts listed. And our goal on this side is to take every single situation here and convert it into an equation in the form of y equals mx plus b. Okay, and what we know is that the m is the slope and the b is the y-intercept. Okay, so slope is my m, y-intercept is my b. So when I create the equation for my first one, I know it's going to be y equals something x plus something. Okay, my first something is the m, which is going to become 5/3. My second something is the b, which is -4. Now if you remember from the video, you don't want to write equations with an addition sign next to a negative. So we're going to rewrite this as y equals 5/3 x minus 4. Okay, number 2, y equals something x plus something. Well, my m is -3/2, my b is -2. We don't want a plus sign next to a negative, so we end up with y equals -3/2 x minus 2. Now, a side note with fractions, one thing you're going to notice is you'll notice that this x is kind of written like alongside the fraction bar. Same thing here. The other thing is what you'll notice is the negative signs aren't necessarily assigned to a number. A lot of times what you'll see with the negative signs is it's out in front. Okay, that's this -3/2 is the same thing as -3/2, which is the same thing as 3/2. These are all equal. What you'll notice happens in problems on worksheets is that the negative sign is written out front. There's nothing crazy happening, completely normal. It's just where the negative sign is assigned to the entire fraction. That's it. A couple of the others that are left here, there's some hints and there's some answers if you use the Erasmus app. Other than that, get this front side done. Okay, now I want you to take a look at the other side where we have an equation, or excuse me, we have a graph, and we need to take the graph and determine the equation. So the first thing you're going to do, okay, so step 1 is going to be find the y-intercept. Step 2 is going to be figure out the slope. Okay, so that's step 2. So y-intercept, so where the line crosses the y-axis, okay, or it's the b. So it crosses the y-axis at 0, -4. Okay, so in my equation, y equals something x plus something, that second something is a -4. Now for our slope, we want to find a rise and a run. Now for finding the rise and the run, we need to have 2 spots where the ordered pairs cross grid marks. Okay, you did this in the last unit where you had to find the rise and the run. So I'm going to find my rise and my run. For my rise, I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My run, I go backwards 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope is going to be 7/-4. So for my equation here, let me get my color back. So for my equation, I get y equals -7/4 x plus -4. Now we know that we can't write, we don't want to write it with a plus -4, so I'm going to rewrite that as 7x minus 4. Okay, now let's look at number 2. So the first thing is to find the y-intercept. So my y-intercept is at 0, -2. So my b is going to be -2. Now my slope, let's find our rise and our run. I'll use the y-intercept point, because why not? And I'll use this point. Or I could use this point, it doesn't matter. Let's do the closer one. So my rise is 1, my run is -2. Rise is 1, run is -2. It's my slope. And here's my y-intercept. Try to color code it for you, make it a little bit easier. Alright, so what we get is we get y equals -1/2 x plus -2. Or y equals -1/2 x minus 2. And that's it. So again, find the y-intercept first, and then figure out the slope second. That gives you your b, and this gives you your m. Alright, again, go ahead and do the rest of these yourself, and the app will give you some hints and answers. And that's it.